Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as the Commune of France. Let us continue on for last left off. So, Italy's got some problems, but I'm hoping, like I'm looking at this. So we got one Entente port, we got two Entente ports. You have no Entente ports. So I think the Entente's actually gonna get kicked out. I guess they also own this territory as well. But I think we'll actually be able to kick the Entente out. And because the Entente, for lack of a better word, is kind of garbage. We should be able to do a decent number towards them. Just because, like, every Entente death is way more significant on them than it is on us. And as soon as we get these guys out of here, we'll definitely try to assist the Italians in this mess that they've created. But it looks like I think they should be fine. It looks like it's a decent chunk of the Canadian army. How many troops do you have? 15 to 22, and I can already see, well, definitely not 22, but you know, a decent amount. We got another naval invasion, apparently. I guess we'll go to Nice because that's where they love to attack from. I'm not retreating. Just yeah, move there. Thank you. So we've taken Cologne. Another victory for us. Yeah, no, they landed down here. Who could have seen that coming? They really love attacking. And of course, we got these guys on convoy raiding. We've actually taken a decent amount of Entente ships. I'm surprised by that. But it's probably because we actually have fuel, whereas the French AI is bad at the fuel aspect. We more or less push them to the Rhine. A good first step. I mean, I guess depending if we want to count this past the Rhine. We push the majority of the Germans back. Again, I'm hoping somehow People's Army. Are you doing anything where you just kind of revolt? No, you're not a national populist. Like, the people who can do something right now just aren't. CSA is actually still doing surprisingly well. Of course, we do want them to win, because they would probably join our faction at some point. And if they join our faction, and deploy these guys down here. Two of you are going to be put back into garrison mode, but you're just going to be garrisoning the south for now. Make sure this whole naval invasion thing, we can try to prevent it in the future. So right now, we are half a year short on you. We're more than a year short on motorized. So we're going to put... We only have one factory motorized. That's actually really bad. Put a handful more into you. But luckily, you, my ally does want to give me some supplies. And I think we've actually killed, like, a rather significant chunk of the Entente forces here. We can see that Two Sicilies has pushed their way through slightly, but honestly not bad enough that I'm concerned. Yeah, we've managed to push our way through, so stop. Immediately try to push into every single adjacent territory. You guys want to push into here. And just again, kind of keep them occupied, stretch out their front line. I'm assuming, yeah, you're trying to attack back into Nice. It's fine, you know? It's a-okay. So 1939 text. Like, we're not playing it slowly, per se. It's just that we started the war so early that might as well get the better rifles. We just started significantly, like, just much earlier than you normally expect. Okay, so these Canadians are completely encircled. Gonna immediately deploy you guys over here. You should be fine. 14 to 23, 11 to 16. Yeah, the Entente, we've actually really have punished them for their naval invasions here. Two Sicilies is doing a fine job. You know, I'm not going to deny that. You can take this port. You're also part of this, by the way. Thank you. Actually, our British guy's already helping us with that. So, we are going to shrink purple line down a little bit. Stretch blue line out. Something like that should be good. Again, the guys on the Rhine are really just on the defense at the moment. Also, I'd really recommend you just don't commit more men to this failed front. Like, I don't think... I'm actually almost getting to the point where I almost think, like, the anti-community here, also we have so much political power, why am I not doing anything with it? Where is my organization again? Division attack was 10%, also really nice. You guys should die soon, I'm hoping. We've made a large, very much, this is actually looking a lot like the French Empire of Napoleon. So is there anything I can do on my side to make this easier? Also, these guys, I am now going to immediately deploy them deep into Germany, like that. I think the Italians right now can defend themselves at the moment. Okay, well actually I'll put 3 of you onto you to defend these southern ports from the French. But I think once these Canadians are dead, like... I just think we're actually doing, we're just doing really well. Help the CSA, it only gives them 1,000 rifles. I don't think... Another 30% recruit population isn't that good. In fact, I'm gonna get the communal army so I can get even more manpower, because I think we'll need it eventually. Your way to, what did we just, excuse me, what did we just research? I don't know. Radar stations, I don't know if I have time to build. You know, it gets better resource extraction. Also, that's a decent amount of Canadian forces right there that do not have access to a port. 10 to 15 divisions. You have 4. They're just... I mean, their navy, top notch. You know, there's nothing I can say about their navy that would be accurate, because they're doing very well on the naval front. But everything else right now, let me just tell you, could be doing better. I'm surprised the Austrians, again, are not actually doing anything. Do we know what focus they went through? They're going through status quo, unfortunately, so there's not going to be a Hungarian revolt. How many troops does Austria have? 21 to 41 really is not that big of a deal. And Ukraine, of course, does not want to decide the fate of the monarchy, because they are cowards. Do not delete the army. No, that'd be a very bad idea. Are you guys on super aggressive? No, you're just on normal. How is he? Yeah, why are you up here? What's wrong with you? Which I think they actually are going to land in Nice then, because my guys went all the way up to the north. But you have very low organization, and you're actually going to leave the city, which is very dumb of you to do. Why don't you actually leave? You leave in... Do not look up province. Oh, he's actually trying to lead the province anyway. Oh, that makes my life very simple. Apparently importing too much chromium, so we'll import a little bit less of you. Get some more rubber from this guy. There's a superior enemy over here. Are you guys still mostly green? I feel like, yeah, no, you've definitely mostly leveled up by now. Looks like you might be able to make a breakthrough through the south. So definitely going to win here. We can just kind of reshape our efforts. We're going to attack in this direction now. We can see the Austrians are giving them support. Which isn't bad, per se. It would just be better if they weren't doing that. You still got this southern defense pretty secure. Unfortunately, our guy trading us in rubber did kind of die. I don't know when the decision for the guys in Africa to rise up. Unsurprisingly, like, the sooner the better. So the Ottoman War has begun. We should break through here. Maybe with this entire army, like, smash our way through. Albania joined their faction. Did that war Bulgarian? It's still going on. I don't know Romania actually just never joined the faction. I'm actually surprised by that. Once these hard points have been broken, immediately start trying to push our way this way. Yes. March into this province? No. This one I don't think is going to break, unfortunately. And it is slowly approaching the winter time on the front lines. So, are we still attacking over here? Or is it just our ally? Just our ally, so I don't need to worry about that right now. Capture these 3 cities, if possible. Okay, so lost some stability because I actually never tried to push the claims down there. And I think that's okay. Yeah, the war with the Ottoman Empire doesn't affect me, I think, at all. Not in any meaningful way, at least. Like, how many Entente troops have we killed? Like, Canada has another 4 divisions right here. They're trying to break out. They're not going to. And unfortunately, the AI does not know how to request assistance from, like, 2 Sicilies, for example. So they're never going to ask for military access or anything like that. Which would definitely get them out of this jam they're in. Okay, you're here. 1, 2. You guys are gonna break through, and you're gonna attack in this direction. But 85. Dortmund is unfortunately not currently within our grasp, but I think it will be soon. And Germany's still at 87% capitulation, which is still nowhere close to where we want them to be. Which, of course, if we keep being a track, is 100%. Actually, if we get these guys, I should at least around 2 German divisions. Oh, we actually trapped it more than that. Fantastic. I'm so surprised how well it's going. So I think this reinforces my original idea that attacking early is by far the best option. Like, I don't think you can argue with these results. I feel like it's going incredibly, incredibly well. Also, why is there 11 divisions on this army? Can somebody explain this? Why 11 people would be here and 12 on the entirety of the rest of the line? It's a little bit silly, if you ask me. Killed them. These guys will now redeploy. Hopefully, again, Austria just stays out of it. Don't want them meddling in with anything. Again, I'm trying to think, is there anybody else? Romania, like, they could declare war on Hungary, but I don't know if they're going to do it. And I don't know when... Let me just double check. There's no... Working women only gets some better bonuses, but doesn't actually cause the uprisings in Africa to begin. Again, they only have like 13 divisions, roughly. Also, please at counterattack. They have no troops here. Like, you would just destroy them easily. Our current max is 8.5%. We have not even anywhere near hit that target. Looks like RG is going to lose. It's actually surprising. It's very good for us if Chile wants to join our faction. I mean, it's probably good for us. I can't really name a thing they would help us with. But, you know, it's a morale booster. Let's see if we can attack across the line here. Maybe attack straight ahead as well. As many points as we can possibly break them is what we want to do.
Attention. Attention. Attention.
Definitely be able to get a break here. Maybe try to get a break in here as well. Hanover would also be a nice target. We also want to make sure we can't just get easily encircled. Because unsurprisingly, that would be bad. So Venice is won. And Argentina's been annexed. Will they join the Internationale? I do not know. Let me see. Where in their little tree can they do it? So only after Argentina is declared a faction, and then after 14 days they'll be able to. Or after Argentine Commune's been declared, then after 14 days they can do it. Again, if they focus on doing it right away. If they don't focus on doing it right away, we have a different set of questions. Or a different time frame. Not really. The questions are still the same. It's will they join our faction or not? We've actually lost more than the Germans. I'm actually surprised how few casualties the Germans have actually taken so far. Even though I feel like we've really done a number on them. Okay, so Commune has been declared. And I think right now we might almost be in a stage where we just sit back for a little bit. Like, can you do it on your own? No, I don't think you can. Are you still a puppet of you're still a puppet of Chile, so Chile has to do it for you. But I think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. So thanks very much for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, remember thumbs up. Not enjoy, click thumb down. Want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.